What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another DunChro video, and I'm going to call this a bit of a gripe fest. So, if you guys didn't know, we actually do have the Part 1 banners back. Let's go ahead and check that out. So, we have our normal stuff over here, and we've got the Part 2 banner right here. But if you come down a little further, you'll actually see, there we are. So the wind bell is actually back, and so is eyes. So you have a second opportunity to actually grab these units. And, you know, let's check out the rates of these units, okay? So let's scroll down here a little bit. So we have the fledgling hero bell is at a slightly higher rate. And eyes, let's see, eyes is, Supreme Gale eyes is 0.6. Now, we need to compare this to the original DunChro Fest. So, the rates should have been exactly the same. And if we go down here, where is Harmonia? Harmonia, let's see, Osby, funny enough, is at 0.75. And so is Harmonia. So, the rates are not as good for the rerun. On top of that, pay really close attention to the pity system here. If we go back over here to the event support, this is the rerun of Bell. The pity system does not include a guaranteed UR. So, in fact, what do you get? So, let's go to details here. So, for 20 points, you do get some all-encompassing fallen. That's not too bad. 40 points, you get mystical fallen. That's actually not bad at all. At 80 points, you get fragments of wisdom. And at 160 points, where you normally get a unit, 80, you normally get a scene card. And down here in the DunChro Fest, at least, I say normally, but in the DunChro Fest, you would actually get a guaranteed ticket. We don't have that here. It's not a thing. So, where did everything go? Well, the honest answer is because the DunChro Fest is gone, we're not getting those rewards. So for someone like me, let me kind of show you what I'm dealing with. Now, you guys know I went all the way in on Bell, and my Bell here is +0. He's got nothing. He's just Bell. That's it. He's got 0 awakenings, none of that stuff. I'm actually trying to save up these rainbow gems so that I can grab at least get him A1. But I'll be honest with you guys, A3 is kind of the sweet spot for him. So we talked about this the other day. Let's go to his status and his skill details here. So what we really want is we want this technique 2 to level up. And that doesn't happen until A3. So, and since it takes twice as many rainbow gems to feed him up, it really, really benefits you to go a little further into the banner and to try to get some of these units. But the honest answer is, with the rates lower and, frankly, no pity, I'm sitting in a situation here where my Harmonia is +4. I need one more dupe of her in order to finish her up. And honestly, guys, if we go over here to the DunChro Fest, I'm a little further in. I'm at 103 points. It won't take long for me to get to 160. There's really no value for me going into Bell's side unless I happen to pull Harmonia. And even then, it probably would be far more, that's the wrong button, it'd probably be far more worth my time to go after, you know, a dupe of Aphrodite. It just would make a little bit more sense. So let's check out Aphrodite's whole thing here for a minute. So at A0, at A1, she gets a little bit of an upgrade to Radiant Charm. And at A2, she boosts Alluring Idea 1. She boosts the Alluring Idea 2, and then back, and then at full tilt, she does another buff to Radiant Charm. So, basically, it's a very linear buff, and yes, she's only level 8 on some of those later ones. I just don't have the items to upgrade her right now, but she'll get there real soon. So, realistically, my eyes is sit here chilling at A0. She's got no dupes. Really, the smart use of my Sealess is going into the DunChro Fest. Better odds, you get pity. I don't know why they bothered with the rerun. I mean, I am the prime target for a rerun on this. I am the absolute prime target, the key demographic that they're trying to capture. And when I've got a choice of finishing off Harmonia, maybe going a little deeper into Aphrodite, it makes zero sense to spend that over here when I'm just not getting my value for my Sealess. So I was extremely excited when we found out that this was rerunning, and now I don't want to touch this with a 10-foot pole. It just does not make sense. The other thing to remember, so I pulled yesterday on my Part 1 tickets. I have a bunch of tickets over here. Remember, if you actually go into into your inventory, you go to your bonds, any excess bonds that you've got for, let's say, UR units like Ryu here, or I've got some for Winnie, any of those, you could sell those and eventually actually with the keys buy more of these bonds. So it's actually better value for me to sell some of my unused UR bonds and invest in the rainbow bonds. It just makes more sense. It really does. And while I'm not going to get my dupes today, I'll get them down the road eventually. Yes, it does cost double what it would normally, cost to put into a base UR, but at this stage of the game, the DunChro Fests are completely worth that. So, I mean, I guess I just don't see why they bothered. It's almost a slap in the face to throw a banner at us and then say, spend your hard-earned Sealess on this, even though it's a severely diminished value. At least if the rates were even to where they were during the DunChro Fest, I could maybe semi-justify it if I A5 Harmonia. If Harmonia's max limit break, if Harmonia's MLB'd, maybe, if the rates were up. But with no pity and no rates, I just can't, one or the other would have made that happen. But it's just like, kick someone when they're down, you know what I mean? That's my take. Let me know what you guys think, but I'm just severely disappointed in this. I think this was a massive misstep. At the point in time that I was finally saying, DunChro is getting their stuff together, we're getting a pity system, we're getting all kinds of great stuff, and then this is just a complete backstep. And I really hope that they see how few people are summoning on this and they rectify it. And hopefully going forward, we get a repeat of the DunChro Fest pity system. Because I'll be honest with you guys, the pity system was totally worth. And it does not devalue those units at all to see that pity system continue. I would debate that to the moon. If you think it devalues any further you are to have a good pity system, your opinion's wrong. Sorry. It is what it is. The DunChro Fests are worth just because they're raw power, their rarity, and all that. Aiming, please bring the pity system back. This is horrible. This is just a terrible misstep. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be back with more coming up here real soon. I'm gonna go ponder A5ing my Harmonia and not Bell.